For the better part of a decade, I have received comments telling me, Jared, you need to play Football Manager. And with Football Manager 26 coming out, I think now is the perfect time to give in to those demands. Today, I'm playing Football Manager for the first time in my life. So here we are on Football Manager 26 Early Access, and I'm going to be starting my new career trying to play this game for the first time. Be patient with me, fellas. Be patient. Okay, so we have a few steps to get through here before we can start. I'll try my best to bring Mr. Rebuild across to Football Manager. Or we could just make Lord Farquaad. Why not? You know what, fellas? I'm actually going to make my guy look like he's ready to walk the catwalk on Fashion Week. Oh my god, I can actually go with and make... Okay, I'm trying to choose where I was born. I was just used to using Australia. Can I find the actual hospital? No, Hurstville Hospital is not here. I was hoping the Shire was going to be on here. That's where I grew up. So cool though, fellas. We're born in Sydney. Come on. Actually, before I do that, I want to see if Cincinnati's on here. That's where I live right now. Oh my god, it has to be. Yeah, there we go. I could go Cincinnati, Ohio, but I've only lived there for 4 years. Back to Sydney we go. It's time to tell the world who you are. There are two main considerations: your overall managerial ability and your managerial specializations. Okay, got to figure out our credentials. I'm going to go top tier contender. Let's shape ourselves the storyline that JarradHD was a former Western Sydney Wanderers player, played well in Australia, but never really broke out. I'm going to go with that. Now onto our credentials. You know, I'm going to put in what I've done in real life and what I do currently as my job. I'm commentator. We do some punditry and then coaching. I mean, I've won 1 billion Champions Leagues on this channel. So let's say that we've been a head coach as well. Oh, you can only choose one of them. All right, I'm actually just going to go commentator then. We've done that. And I would say recognized worldwide. Our coaching badges. I mean, if I choose the wrong ones here, it might really limit where I can go because I have a game plan for what I want to do in this video. I don't want to be doing a road to glory right now. I need to learn how to actually play this game. So for that, we're going to go Continental Pro license. Coaching style. Now, I feel like once I become a seasoned vet on this game, I'm sure some of you watching this video right now know exactly what to choose. I'm just going to go off vibes and what I think would be fun. You know what? I like to watch some fun. I want some fun content. We're going to go attacking, we're going to go entertainer, and we're going to go systems builder. And now it's time for our personality. Let's go driven. Let's go driven as our one. We can do 2. Okay. I feel like accomplished is probably the one. I've won Champions Leagues and World Cups and everything in just about every league in the world. So there we go. There is our manager. JarradHD is ready to embark on a new journey. And I'd like to thank Sega and Football Manager for inviting me on this journey. Football Manager 26 launches on November 4th across all platforms. Pre-purchase on Steam or Epic now for 10% off using the link in my description. And now let's crack on and choose our journey. Okay, so I'm going to click start new career. I'm curious if it's going to give us a couple of opportunities of jobs or whether we can, okay, we can choose the team we want to manage. But I'm going to go in and go to the advanced setups just to begin with. And I'm going to go put in a bunch of my favorite leagues in here. I've got to do Australia. Let's go the top European ones. England, Germany, France, Italy, Spain. Throw in Scotland as well. And Portugal and the Netherlands. God, I'm going to throw everything in. North America, the USA's already in there. I'll throw in Liga MX. If I do an in-depth one in the future, an in-depth save, I'll probably put all of these leagues in there. I can't lie. But for now, let's just throw in Argentina and Brazil as well. The thing I love about Football Manager, and I've seen it on other people's content, you can do the National League. That is massive. You can do a lot of the lower leagues, to be fair. Now, the temptation was to go with FC Cincinnati for this and try winning the MLS. I mean, when I'm recording tonight, I'm going to our playoff game against the Columbus Crew, and I'm hoping that we're going to win the league this year. Could also have gone with the mighty Western Sydney Wanderers, my hometown team. But I want a challenge. I want to go with Fulham. My first love, Fulham FC. And I'm switching things up. This is my first time playing Football Manager. I want to see if I can survive relegation with Fulham. So here we go. JarradHD, the new Fulham manager on Football Manager. God, I hope I don't get us relegated. And already you can see how in-depth Football Manager is. I've heard so many things in the past about Football Manager, but to actually be in the belly of the beast right now is an exciting prospect. We got Shahid Khan, the owner, coming to us and welcoming us to Fulham. We got a press officer. So some of our emails we don't even need to respond to, but this one here, response required. The board would like to talk about the club's long-term vision and outline our initial expectations. The current vision is to finish mid-table and work within the payroll. I can do that. I can accept the current vision. I could negotiate and try saying, hey, I've never played this before. I don't want to get relegated, but we'll accept it. I mean, you can get really in-depth here, going through the training, going through. You could set it exactly how you like. I like that. And one thing I love as well is the financial fair play regulations. It's going to take a bit of time for me to get my head over, but I think once I figure out how to do it, if it is complex, then it's going to be awesome. So, I mean, I'm not worried about the continental club competitions. I'm worried about the Premier League right now where we are compliant. But as you can see to the right, our salary is at 95% of its limits. Oh, okay. I've just read this further in depth. Our latest financial fair play calculations project the club will fail Premier League regulations for the current period. Over the period in question, the club is projected to make a loss of £72.89 million, but is required to make a loss of no more than 15 million. Oh, I don't know what I've taken over here. I've tried to come in. I'm like, all right, I'll take over Fulham, try to figure out the game. I've got to try and make it almost £58 million to make us compliable. So before we go and figure out how to make us financial fair play reliant, we're going to deal with the tactics here, which is a big part of Football Manager. I'm going to go controlled possession, but I'm interested to see how this develops across the season. I'm going to go 4-2-3-1 defensive midfield wide. And then when we're out of possession, you know what? Honestly, the same thing. And you can figure out everything. Even your set pieces are super in depth. When watching Fulham play in real life, players like Jimenez and Muniz love attacking that near post. So I'm going to be putting that as our preference. And it looks like it is the staff preference as well. For a lot of these early videos, I'm going to go with the staff preference. Outswinger it is. And yeah, we'll go balanced as well for our defending. Defending set pieces, I'm going to go hybrid. And we'll stick near post as well. Yeah, I think the set piece delivery was on my own volition and the rest of it's been staff preference. But as we all know, this is the Fulham squad that we do have. Oh my God, there is so much going on. My little brain cannot handle it. I mean, we can look at the under 21s and the under 18s as well. Oh my God. I know why people love this game. And our calendar actually starts on December 2024. So I think we're going to be able to get right into recruitment business. I'm not expecting to make any crazy signings, especially when you look at our budget up here. We have £2.4 million available to us, and we need to make some money come out. There is just a lot going on. Bro, the club has £172 million in debt. Oh no. We're going to make 21 million from sponsorships. I haven't spoken for like 5 minutes because I've just been looking at all of these in-depth things. You can go into the facilities. Bro, I can look if we have under soil heating at the club. All right, I've clicked the continue button, and I'm going to see what happens as we move to January 1st. Tom Kearney, dude, we've got code of conduct to deal with here. I feel like I should be taking a wage for this. This feels like I am the Fulham manager. You know what? Anything Tom Kearney says is fine by me. I love that dude. Dude, every time I click continue, it's not taking me forward a day. It's taking me forward like 3 hours. He's taking me through, Tom Kearney is taking me through the team cohesion, the dressing room, all the different hierarchy of the club. Oh my God. I'm getting emails on the social groups. And now it is time for me to introduce myself to the squad. Tom Kearney's leading this. It's great to have you here, and I think we all look forward to hearing what you have to say. So let's see if we can change people's opinions for the better here. Let's keep it lighthearted to start with. Football is supposed to be fun, right? Okay, it looks like we've got a few people looking happy. See how that develops over the rest of the season. Now for the afternoon of our first day still. This is only 3:15 on the Tuesday. Our media manager, Maddie Holsall, is coming to us, wanting us to meet the media. They even give us a list of likely talking points. In the future, I'll probably delegate these, but for now, for the first time, I want to attend it. Ryan Field from BBC Radio 5 Live. Imagine he's like, all right, what does it mean to be head coach of Fulham? Imagine I just came straight in and I'm like, I don't want to discuss this. I'll just say, I'll go the politically correct one. I'll be a politician and say, I'm very excited. Jack Smith from 442. What was it about Fulham that appealed so much? This is a huge club. Fulham is a huge club. I should do a career mode where I just do complete convinced. I just go full angry from the jump. But for now, this is where I'm meant to be. And for now, I'm leaving the press conference. Well, hey, we made it to the 1st of January, 2025. Let's see if we can make a signing. Oh, apparently we're compliant now on the 1st of January. We still need to generate £58 million though, but we're compliant for the Continental Club competitions. Not that we're involved in any of those. But since this is my first time playing Football Manager, I'm not going to be going, oh yeah, I need to sign this guy, this guy, this guy. I just want to try signing anybody for the first time. We've got 29 recommendations here. They are very in-depth with all of these. I mean, here's the full list. I'll click on any of them. Let's go Nicholas Dominguez. Full breakdown of everything. Pros and cons list. Squad comparison for everybody. Shout out Brian Talbot, our chief scout. You are a beast, mate. So I'm actually going to go for Charlie Savage because I'm looking at the transfer value. We don't have a crazy amount of money. We got 2.4 mil. So just out of the ones they recommended, he seems like one that we might be able to go for. We got more options rather than just going in and trying to talk about getting him. We can declare interest. We can offer a trial. We can ask his agent about availability, or we can make an offer. We're just going to go in and make an offer here with Reading. I'm going to say £2 million for him. That will still keep us financially within our transfer budget. To be fair, I think it's probably going to get rejected, but I'm going to make the offer anyways. Now we wait and see. So it's 8 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. If I continue, am I going to find out about that immediately? Damn, even we got players coming in for our youth. We got offers coming in for our youth academy guys. Bradley DeJesus. You know what? If this was a normal career mode, if this was a long thought out one and not me trying the game for the first time, I would probably... Let's just review the offer. Damn, we can do it in installments. We can do additional fees. This is hilarious. I'm going to accept this just to see the process of selling a player. Oh, we got some big offers here. Al Hilal, £32 million for Calvin Bassey, and Wolverhampton and Juventus. You can't see because my face is blocking it, but Juve and Wolves also have interest in the Nigerian defender. And according to Tony Khan, he says Calvin Bassey, his agent, has indicated his client is incredibly interested in speaking to Al Hilal and would need a lot of convincing to remain at the club. All right, let's accept that offer then. At least that gives us the opportunity to try making a bigger signing in our first ever experience of Football Manager. We've got loan offers coming in here for Josh King, but I'm rejecting that. Josh King is an absolute stud. Savage deal negotiated. Reading would like 2.8. Oh, if he plays 50 league appearances as well, it will move up to 400,000. And they want 40% if we sell him on. I mean, if I was doing a further career mode, I would want to negotiate that, but for now, we're not going to get 50 games. We're not going to sell him on, so I'm just going to accept their demands. Oh, interesting. Following your acceptable bid for Charlie Savage, Reading have asked whether it would be possible to loan the player back until the end of the season in order to continue his development. I like that, but I just want to see what it's like getting a player in, so I'm going to reject that, but if this was a realistic career mode, I would definitely be accepting that. Let's negotiate his contract here, though. Enter contract. I could hand it over to Tony Khan, but I'm going to enter contract negotiations. Lawrence Stevens, here's what my client would like to be guaranteed at this preliminary stage before entering into proper contract talks. Breakthrough prospect starts immediately. I could add a promise. There is a lot of them here, but I don't want to put any unnecessary promises and pressure on us. Finalize promises. All right, now we negotiate. Of course, the agent fee is going to be in there. 2-year contracts, 425k per annum. That is not per week. If that was 425k per week, that would be crazy. This is what the client is after. This isn't what the default is. This is what they want. Let's do it. Let's get our first signing in on Football Manager. There is no strategy behind it. It's just what I could afford. Finalize the deal, and it looks like we have got our man in. No, I'll be in touch regarding my client's final decision in the near future. Gotta wait another day to bring him in. Damn, bro, I'm gonna send this club broke. Charlie Savage agreed a deal to join the club. Head physio Chris Hansen has given Charlie Savage a clean bill of health. 1.42 million pounds will be paid to Man United due to the next sale percentage clause they negotiated when selling Savage to Reading. We do not currently have enough funds. We can have it increased, but payroll will be decreased. Oh, all right, I'll adjust the budget. If this was a I feel like I've said this a million times. If this was a long-term career mode, I'd probably think a lot harder on that. But let's adjust it just so we can get our first man in. And there we go. We've completed the signing of Charlie Savage. I can even ask Emil Smith Rowe to welcome Savage to the squad. Let's do that. I think it meant a lot to Charlie Savage if you welcomed him. That's hilarious. I could just do like humiliation, shaming rituals for players in this career mode. But the deal has gone through with Al Hilal and Calvin Bassey. I'm fine with all of this. I'm going to accept that. Wait, I don't have to do anything. It's already beyond me. What am I talking about? That just proves that this is my first time playing this game. A lot of clubs coming in, though, for loans for Josh King. Birmingham, Huddersfield, and Wrexham. I will be rejecting all of those. And lads, I want to say, if you want to see me make more content like this, leave a like on the video. I'm willing to learn Football Manager. I'm having fun. I'm incredibly confused at a lot of things, but I think I need to get over that hurdle. If you guys have any advice as well, leave a comment down below and tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I could be doing better, and ways to learn this game. Calvin Bassey has agreed a deal to leave the club and join Al Hilal. It can now be completed. The transfer may rise to £33.5 million. There is a lot of percentages going in different directions as well, but we will get 28 million once we complete this deal, and we're going to accept that. Come on. We're going to have our first player sale in Football Manager. And there it is, confirmed. Al Hilal have signed Calvin Bassey. You can even go on holidays. You know what? I'm just going to go and get into our first game of the Premier League season. Let's go on holidays. I wish I could do this in real life. Let's go on holidays for 7 months. Boys, we're here for a preseason friendly. This is my first experience ever seeing a match in Football Manager. I've set my lineup, a few injuries to the squad, but I want to see if we can get the win in Poland. Our staff coming in clutch. Our chances in this match might improve if we instructed our players to not mark Ivi Leip. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Gonzalo. And the thing I like is that every game feels like it's got way more weight in it. Like I'm addressing my players before the game even starts. Go out there, give me a selection headache. Oh, apparently Harry Wilson was the only one that liked that. I can even talk to specific positions. I want to go talk to Kevin. Kevin is someone I want to do really well for Fulham in real life. I'm expecting to show up, go out there, have some fun, go out there and give me a reason to pick you. Yeah, that one. All right, let's go talk to the media. All right, but here we go. Against the Polish side, Rakal. Got the aerial look here. I want to see how we go. Oh my God, we can actually, I'm obviously not controlling it. Can change our instructions on the fly. Can change our play style. Positive right now. Got so many different settings as well. Let's go 2D classic. That's given the aerial shot there. That's the old Football Manager that I've seen on some YouTube videos. Behind goal, aerial, broadcast, tactical, dynamic side. Okay, there's a lot more. Gonna bump up the match speed. Oh my God, that is flying right now. Wait, they scored? A minute in here, they scored. I was too busy changing the settings. I couldn't even see the goal. That's on me, lads. So it turns out, I think, when I was watching those, it's actually 4 highlights, potentially. Lopez, yeah, good save, Leno. And I can change it as well here, dynamic mode. I'm going to go only the key highlights. There we go. I could also hit instant. Oh, no, I got to make some moves to the defense here. Adriano, good save, Leno. The lads are not going well. I'm just hitting instant result because it is only a friendly here. We lost 5-1. Muniz got a goal. We're going to verse Tampa Bay after that, but I'm only focused on the Premier League now. I have not been a good Football Manager player, but I want to see if I've done enough to help Fulham survive relegation. Hopefully our tactics are the right ones. Again, don't come to my throat. First time player. First time play. If I lose 5-1 to Racal, I'm accepting that. Boys, I may be a complete noob at Football Manager, but it looks like my tactics have worked. We finished 8th in the Premier League with Fulham, 59 points. Not even close to the relegation zone where Brighton, West Ham, and Burnley go down. Obviously, this was a very, very loose first play of Football Manager. Just wanted to dip my toes in, kind of figure out what's going on. If you guys want to see more, like I said, leave a like on this video. Make sure you click the link in the description to get Football Manager for yourself. Thank you to Football Manager for sponsoring this video. Click here to subscribe and click here to check out another video.